welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm honored to have you here. What we like to do each week is go into my grandfather's letterpress cabinet and find something that is thoughtful, thought-provoking, encouraging, and maybe something to make you laugh. This week, it's definitely an encouragement. And this week, we don't actually go into my grandfather's letterpress cabinet, we go into one of our new letterpress cabinets. And this week, we use a brand new metal font. I can't wait for you to see it. And I do apologize for saying how heavy it is way too many times. If you've been around the channel for any period of time, you know that this is all about the journey and not the destination. The majority of every video is about concept, about layout, lockup, getting to the point where we finally print and enjoy what we've put together is at the very, very end. And this week, we have the added benefit of some input from my art director. You didn't know I had an art director? Well, neither did I, but now I do, and I'm very grateful. I like to say that I'm a collector of sayings. And this week, we print a saying I have never heard before, but man, is it encouraging, and I cannot wait for you to see it come to life. So, join me in the print shop. Welcome into the shop. Today, our project is going to be an 8.5 by 11 print. It is a statement. We're all just here walking each other home. I really like that. Very cool. A friend of ours is getting married. Ours, meaning my wife and I, is getting married. She is a counselor, and this is one of her favorite sayings, and I want to print this for her and her new beginning. And so my wife has had some input on ink color, so you'll see that in a second. 8.5 by 11 means that Miss Eleanor is up for today's project, and I'm really excited about that. And instead of doing wood type, which we normally do a lot of wood type, I wanted to use some new metal type that we got from our good friend Alex Watson. And I picked one out I think is pretty cool, and I will tell you about that in a second. So let's get going. Anytime we go into the California job case, I need my little cheat sheet. This is my little guide. My good friend John Sanders gave this to me, and I mounted it on this old piece of wood, and I'm going to use this to find the letters because I do not know it as well as some. So we'll take this over there and look at some type. Here we go. I really like this 72 Gaudi or Gaudi. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I actually looked it up online, and it says howdy, like how you'd say howdy. Gaudi, howdy. So howdy, Gaudi. Here we are. It's got some character. It's cool, and it's going to help us make a really cool sign. I'm going to keep this little key right here in the corner. My eyes are going to be looking at what we're setting here, but I'm going to bring you in closer so you can just see me assemble it. So come a little closer. Man, it's heavy. Wow. Whew. This type is heavy. So 8.5 by 11 with this type, 72 point gaudy, is going to leave for really nice margin all the way around, which I think will make it a really nice print. My wife was advocating for this 321 as a teal right there, but I don't have it. I do have 320. So what I might do, I noticed the only difference, this is a Pantone book, and what ends up happening is they have like the formula of how to come to this color, and the difference between this one and this one is just a little bit of black. So I might add just a little bit of black on there. Hopefully I don't mess that up too much. But I think we'll at least have 320, maybe 321-ish. But now we got to lock this beauty up. Okay, all locked up. John Sanders move. Nothing fell out. Sleepy letterpress twist. Nothing fell out. Better here than on press. Okay, now, you guys, this thing weighs so much. This metal type. Oh, it is very, very heavy. So now I'm going to ink up the press with our 320, maybe with just a hint of black to give it a little more to make Miss Harrison happy. And we'll see how this goes. That's next. Do you know how I know that that type is really old? My hands are covered in dust. Like, it's as if I've already printed. I have so much black on my fingers. That is so old. Now, here's a very exciting thing. I was getting ready to use our regular shiny black that we use on a lot of our posters. And then I looked in the inks from Alex, and what do you know? Mixing black. Huh, who knew? Now I just gotta keep it totally chill, add just a tinge, and then add the 320. We'll see how this goes. Well, I don't know if that's gonna work, but we'll find out. After all, I'm still learning. But here we go. I'm gonna grab the rollers. All right, now we'll let the rollers do the rest of the mixing. You guys, this is so heavy. Oh! All metal type. I'm just throwing that back there because I know my girl. All right, gripper guides are out of the way. Looks like there's ink on everything. That's a good sign. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to spell check this. Well, we're gonna find out together. I got some messy chipboard, and of course, they'll have some of this. But I'll start out with chipboard. Here we go. Here we go. First print. No matter what, you get to see it. Oh man, that is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I think I need to adjust it just a little bit that way. But outside of that, howdy gowdy. That is a great font. We're all just here, walking each other home. Love it. I have spoken with the art director, also known as my wife, and she has suggested that there are two thoughts. We're all just here, walking each other home. To leave the space between the two thoughts good, to pull this a little together more, less line spacing, same here and here. So I have removed a little line spacing between this section here. I've left this as is, tied these two together a little bit more, and she is in agreement with me. I don't know how to mix ink, so I have cleaned this off. I'm going to add 320 as is. I'm not going to add any black to it, and we'll go with that. So the next print you see will basically be kind of a first print because we just basically redid it all. But I trust the art director, and most importantly, want to keep the art director happy. So that's that. Okay, art director, I'm in agreement. I like it. It's not it's not huge, but it's subtle how they're together. A little less space here. Keep these two. And I can see the color a little better. It'll work out through the rollers because I didn't clean the rollers. So I say we are cooking. Whoa! Don't leave your rollers on the type. We're cooking. We're printing. Let's go. All right, first of all, I gotta say, I love the Howdy Gowdy font. That 72 font on an 8.5 by 11 is just about right. I like it a lot. And man, is it heavy. Woo! But it just pounds the paper beautifully. I love it. And I will say that I appreciate the art director's input. I don't know if you can see the difference. These were, they almost seemed like, I don't know, it's really subtle. I don't know if you can see it, but combining these two like that, these two lines, and then these three together, I think really made it a much more interesting piece. So Thank you, art director. Honey, you're right, and I really appreciate your input. Now, about this statement, I love it. I absolutely love it. No, we cannot go through life alone. We are in need of one another, and whether it's professional or a parent, um, a sibling, or friend, um, we're all here together, walking each other home. And I really like this statement. It's really nice. And so this gift is for you, my friend Kim, and I hope you're blessed by it. This has been a lot of fun. Until our next project, I'll see you later.
Ink on my fingers and paper in the air. Old press is rolling like they just don't care. Stacks of newsprint and broken chairs. This old print shop's got stories to share. Hear that click-clack, make a rhythm and a rhyme. Typewriters singing one letter at a time. Rolling drums and beating hearts align. In this print shop we freeze moments in time.